season is just getting crazier and crazier by the day. Let's talk about Week 6. Hey guys, Dick's Report here. Let's jump right into these picks. Remember, there is no Thursday night game this week. That was supposed to be the Bills and the Chiefs. However, that got moved since the Bills-Titans game got moved. So the first game we're going to talk about is Houston traveling to Tennessee. Tennessee basically destroyed the Bills, and they should have no problem against the Texans. Titans going to win this one easily. Cincinnati's traveling to Indianapolis. Indianapolis coming off a tough game against Cleveland. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow was held to under 300 yards for the first time this season. I'm going to go with Indianapolis over Cincinnati. Atlanta's traveling to Minnesota. Atlanta, they have fired Dan Quinn. He is no longer the head coach there. Raheem Morris is going to take over as the interim head coach. And Minnesota almost pulled out the upset against the Seahawks. But I have them taking the game against the Falcons. Denver's traveling to New England. This one is a makeup game that was supposed to be played last week. It's being played this week. I'm going to go with New England over Denver. Washington's traveling to the Giants. This is a case of a 1-win team facing off against a 0-win team. Washington, they have already played 3 quarterbacks this season. Whoever starts is going to depend on if Kyle Allen is healthy or not. And for the Giants, Daniel Jones has got to start playing better. I'm going to go with the Giants over Washington, but this one could go either way. Baltimore traveling to Philadelphia. Baltimore, they dominated Cincinnati with their defense last week. Offense needs to start improving a little bit, but the defense is coming together. While Philadelphia, they've got to start playing better. They are still in it in the NFC East, but they've got to play better as a team. I'm going to go with Baltimore over Philadelphia. Cleveland's traveling to Pittsburgh. This is the first game that these two are going to be playing since Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph with his own helmets. Yeah, hopefully nothing like that happens again. Pittsburgh, they're still undefeated after their win against Philadelphia. And Cleveland coming off an impressive win against the Colts. Every time I see like the Colts were coming back, Cleveland would make a play. I'm actually going to go with Cleveland over Pittsburgh. Chicago's traveling to Carolina. Chicago coming off an impressive win against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And for Carolina, they have won 3 straight after starting 0-2. I'm going to go with Carolina over Chicago. Detroit's traveling to Jacksonville. This is a battle of 1-win teams. I'm going to go with Detroit over Jacksonville because they are coming off a bye and I think they are the better team right now. Jets are traveling to the Dolphins. For the Jets, they just cut Le'Veon Bell. I'm still going to say this Adam Gase has got to be hanging on by a thread right now. And they are coming off a very impressive win against the 49ers. I'm going to go with Miami over the Jets. Green Bay's traveling to Tampa Bay. This is a battle of Rodgers versus Brady. I'm going to go with Rodgers and the Packers in this game. Rams are traveling to San Francisco. For the Rams, they are 1-4 right now. They are rebounding really well after a disappointing season last year. And for San Francisco, they are 2-3 right now. They lose this game, they fall behind. They might not be able to climb out of it in that tough NFC West. I'm going to go with the Rams over the 49ers. KC's traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo, they got destroyed by the Tennessee Titans. And now they have to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs team that is coming off a loss to the Raiders. I got to go with the Chiefs on this one. They are not losing 2 in a row. And our final game is Arizona traveling to Dallas. Both of these teams lost big-time players last week. For Arizona, they lost their best defensive player in Chandler Jones. He was one of the best defensive players in the NFL, maybe the most underrated player in the NFL. And for Dallas, they lost Dak Prescott, compound fracture of his ankle and a dislocation of his ankle. He's done for the season. It's going to be Andy Dalton taking over. I'm going to go with Arizona over Dallas, and I'm hoping that both Jones and Prescott have a quick recovery. Alright guys, those were my picks for Week 6, and I'll see you next time.